Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Slapside. And before I get more into this commentary, I want to make a big shout out to my boy Titanium and my homegirl Rhea. They were playing with me, and it was just cool, you know what I mean? Because we came into this lobby late, and to be honest, as you can see, my latency is at 19 milliseconds. Sometimes when I get that really low ping, I feel like I get this lag compensation, something that they introduced around Modern Warfare 3, when Modern Warfare 3 was introduced. I feel like there's this thing called lag compensation. When you get the host or the best connection in the lobby, I feel like the other team, they just melt you faster. It should be you that gets the best connection. It's weird, man, because back in the days when we used to play like Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty 4 and all that, when you had the host, it would be you would have 4 bars, everyone else had 3 bars, and you would just melt the lobby. But nowadays it's weird. It's just hard to explain, but I feel like I play much better like on a 40 ping, which is kind of weird to me, man. I don't know what it is, man. I mean, the movement feels really nice, though. Anytime you have a low ping, your movement's going to be true. It's going to react really fast. It's just going to pretty much, there's going to be no latency as far as, like, just your input lag, you know what I mean? The input lag is very crucial. That's kind of one of the reasons why I went to keyboard and mouse when I went to PC. I felt like, yes, controller does feel good on PC when the input lag is at its best. And I obviously overclocked my controller and all that. I went to YouTube. I did that thing where you got to overclock it, because there is a slight lag, a little delay of like a couple milliseconds, and those couple milliseconds can make a difference in a gunfight, and also obviously like FPS and all that. But this video obviously is titled "How to Build a PC for Modern Warfare," and I'm just changing up my titles. I'm trying to bring out some content and just some content that can help other people out there. So pretty much what I just want to say is that I have all the connections, man. To be honest, man, if you don't know how to build a PC, you can go ahead and just hit up my boy Paradox at Twitter, and you could hit him up, or you could go with Sense Quality. Depends how much money you're trying to spend. And these guys, they don't play around, man. These guys, they'll build you a PC for pretty cheap. They go according to whatever your budget is, and there's going to be a $150 labor fee, obviously, and they're going to pay for the insurance. And yes, man, I would hit up Paradox, and he all his shit's optimized. It's overclocked and optimized, so you could go through Paradox, or if you want to get some badass build, like something that's really expensive, but it's gonna last you, and it's pretty much future proofed. Like pretty much when you buy a PC, you're investing in something that's gonna last you way up to maybe another decade of gaming. To be honest, man. So I highly recommend you hit up those guys. Hit up Paradox. He made the Weekends computer. He retweeted it, and that's someone that I would work with. And if you want to build your own computer, you could do that too. Just know that all the parts, like the graphics cards, they're all going to be double priced. So if you're trying to get a 3060 Ti, that's something I recommend. A 3060 Ti or a 3060, I feel like that's the best 30 series card for someone that's trying to go on a budget, like trying to game, but still have good FPS. You could go with a 3060 and maybe get like an i9 or a 5600X or 5800X. The reason why I would recommend a 5600X is because of how fast it is. If you optimize it, it's gonna run really good. It's really cheap too. You only can get it for like $300. But if you want to just beef up the cores, you could go with a 5800X, or you could go with the i7 or i9. It really doesn't matter, you know what I mean? But as far as like streaming on the same build, honestly, I recommend doing a dual stream PC, because you're gonna start using a lot of the resources on the same PC if you're gonna stream on it. Like if you get a gaming PC, just leave it straight to gaming. But you can see also in this gameplay, I'm going on 30 gun streak. It's really crazy, man. But yeah, man, I feel like a great build would be a 3060, a 5600X CPU. Get a nice little anything, any tower's good. I like the Lian Li. I don't know how to pronounce it, but that's pretty much the case I like. And you got to have some nice RAM. Like for me, I have a motherboard. I have a B 550 Tomahawk. Really great motherboard, man. I really like the Tomahawk series. And you got to have a 3600 megahertz RAM, at least like 32 gigs of RAM if you want to do streaming on the same PC. But like I said, man, if you go with a 3060 and go with a 5000 series, or 5600X, it's not going to cost that much. The 3060 is going to cost you the most. It's going to cost probably like $600, and that's what you're going to have to just deal with. You know what I mean? You got to buy that, and it's going to be expensive. So I'd go with a 3060, 5600X, and a motherboard, great motherboard. You could go with a like I said, MSI B550, really great motherboard, and then obviously get a power supply of maybe like 750 watts. Got to get the nice the real nice RAM. You gotta get that 3600 megahertz. But hey, man, that's what I recommend, y'all. Peace out, man.
Collect these guys.
You paid for that dirt in blood, boys. Nice work.